Hi, I'm Lee from Tan Rosie, and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious jackfruit, sweet potato and spinach curry. So this is a vegan dish, so if you're thinking about cutting out your meat for January or throughout the rest of the year, this is a really good way to start you on that journey. So it's jackfruit is grown around the world actually, many tropical countries. But you can buy it here fresh depending on the season, or you can buy it in a tin, which can be in water, brine or sugared. So I'm using the jackfruit tinned in water, and I bought that from a Chinese supermarket, but you can also buy that online. It's very easy to get hold of. Yeah, so it's going to be a quick recipe, easy to do. You guys are going to find this delicious. And let's go. So for the ingredients, what we have is, first of all, we have the spinach, and there's about 400 grams of washed spinach there. Then we move on to the jackfruit here, which you can see. So I've used the canned variety, and there's 300 grams here, so I've just drained it. This particular one is in water, but it's better if you can get the fresh depending on the time of the season. But if you go to any sort of Chinese supermarket, you'll be able to find this canned in very different formats. So some with sugar, some without, so I've just used the water one. And then we have about 800 grams of sweet potato. Then we have around one large white onion, just finely diced, 200 mils of coconut milk, some oil for frying. We won't be using all of that, just a little bit. I've got 2 cloves of garlic finely crushed, with the ginger. And then I've got salt, a teaspoon of salt and pepper, and I've got some celery, which has been finely chopped, and that's probably about 2 stalks, a couple of carrots diced, and I've got 200 mils of vegetable stock, and lastly I've got our curry powder, which we're using today, which is our own blend, which is a mild heat. And that's the ingredients. So I'm going to roast the sweet potatoes and the jackfruit in the oven for about 30 minutes, just to give it some extra flavour. So I'm just going to place these into an oven pan, and the jackfruit there. Then I'm just going to drizzle over a little olive oil, so it gets a nice colour, and that's it. And then I'm just going to roast in the oven for about 30 minutes. So there we have it, the roasted sweet potatoes and the jackfruit. So we're going to put that aside when we start to make up the actual curry. Easy. So I've put the olive oil in the pan, and now we're going to start frying off and making the curry. So I've added some olive oil, and I'm going to pop in some onions, and we just gently, this is on like a medium heat, so we just gently get those golden brown. So we just continue mixing that through. You don't want them to be burnt, but just a little nice colour is what you're after, what you're looking for. And this will take, this will probably take around 5 minutes, or a few minutes or so. What you don't want is raw onion. You don't want that crunch. So it's very important to have the onions cooked down as much as you can, but not caramelised. So as you can see, the onions are getting nicely golden brown. So then at this stage you add all the other ingredients. So I'm going to add the garlic, that we chopped, the ginger, add that in there, then we add the celery, that all goes in, and then we add the carrots. So all the harder ingredients, so we just literally keep stirring, sweat that down, and we'll do this for about 5 minutes. So as you can see, this is about 5 minutes in, and it's all sweating down nicely. So then we add the next stage, so we're going to add the curry powder. So like I was telling you, we're using our own brand, Tan Rosie Foods curry powder. It's a mild heat, really delicious, and you probably won't need to use all of this. There's about 40 grams in this packet, you probably need about 20 or 30 grams. So this is the powder there, so we just sprinkle that in, like so. Keep mixing that through. And the flavours coming through that is tremendous. Really delicious. Add a little bit more. Yeah. So we got that in the pan. Then we add the salt and black pepper. If you can try and use sea salt, which we generally prefer, and we freshly ground the black pepper, but totally up to you. Keep mixing that through. Then we add in the vegetable stock. So there's about 200 mils of vegetable stock there. And then we add in coconut milk. So I'm using full fat, but you can use reduced fat. It's totally up to you. Mix that through, make sure all the lumps are mixture and dissolved, and that's coming together really well. As this will cook down, these coconut lumps will kind of mix through. Yeah, just keep stirring that through like there, and then we just bring that to the boil, and then we simmer for about 10 minutes, and then we move on to the next stage. Put the lid on. Easy as that. So as you can see, it's coming to a boil, and then now we need to start adding in the other ingredients. So we're going to add in the roasted sweet potato and jackfruit. That goes in there. We just turn the heat down a little bit, and then we're going to add in the spinach. Yeah, and obviously the spinach will cook down even more as you cook the dish. So I like them quite rustic, so just break it down into the dish there. Now if you feel like you need more liquid, you can always add a little bit extra stock or some water into the pan just to cook that down. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water into the pot, and what we're going to do now, we're just going to let this simmer down and come together. It doesn't really take too long because pretty much the spinach obviously doesn't take too long, and the sweet potatoes and the jackfruit are already cooked. So it's just a question of just letting the spinach wilt down and the flavours infuse within the dish. So as you can see, it's nicely cooked down and it smells absolutely delicious. So it's got a lovely sauce and we're ready to plate up. delicious, and the jackfruit really soaks up the flavours of the curry sauce, and the sweet potato is mainly still intact, which is delicious. And again, it's lovely and soft, soaking up that sauce as well. And the flavours combined together are delicious. So I'm just going to taste the jackfruit now. So good. So there you go. Jackfruit, sweet potato and spinach curry. So if you need any more information, please check out our website. Go to tanrosie.com and click on the links for the videos, all the recipes. And you can also find out more information about our cookery school, which is in Birmingham. So it's purely Caribbean food. So click on the links there, tanrosie.com. Also go to our YouTube page, so just search Tan Rosie and you'll find more information and videos there as well. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again next time.